This week on our GSMA Intelligence tutorial series, we are exploring how the data is presented on the GSMA Intelligence Data tool and what the different formats mean. While not every operator reports every metric, in our tool you will see we have a complete dataset covering every operator in the world in every quarter between the years 2000 and 2030. In addition, we go through a process to ensure that definitions are consistent, and so in most cases the data you view will be a mixture of reported, calculated and estimated data points. To show you how all the data is presented normally, we are going to use an example using our custom search function. Firstly, we need to select our geography and metrics to review, and for the purpose of this video, we are going to be selecting Moldova and focus on connection and revenue data for the last 2 years at a quarterly view and including the individual operator figures using this button here. And so here we have the data in 3 formats. We have reported data, the black numbers. These figures are directly reported by operators or regulators. If you hover over one of these data points, you can see the source that we have taken this from. The blue numbers are our estimated data and calculated data. Our estimated data are figures that have not been reported and are instead forecasted and modelled by our team of regional specialists. And our calculated data, figures that, whilst not reported themselves, they are derived from other data on the website. So for example, total connections for Moldova is calculated by adding up the connections for each of the operators. If we hover over this number, we can see an explanation for this calculation here. To view our definitions of any of these data points, you can simply hover over the number and then click on Definition. If we now add in a new metric looking at 5G connections, within Moldova we can see that no data has been returned for any period up to the most recent quarter of 2022. However, if we also apply the with forecast filter here, we can see that our results have now been updated and the 5G connections metric is listed. By considering several factors including monitoring how the 4G rollout in Moldova was achieved and to what timescale, reviewing similar markets and their 5G rollout, and knowledge of the region itself, we can see that GSMA Intelligence has forecasted the beginning of the 5G rollout to happen within Q3 2023. And as we scroll along, we can see how GSMA Intelligence has also forecast this figure to grow over time. Forecasted data is available for metrics including connections, technology, coverage, revenue and CapEx. We'll be looking into this with further details on how we carry out this forecast in a later video. But in the meantime, if you have any questions or you would like to learn more about how our data is presented, please reach out to us on info@gsmaintelligence.com and we'll be happy to help.